All right, hello again, everyone. This is Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And just so you know, I had hoped to get this last video out earlier today and then go on, but I had major problems. What I ended up having to do was to install Visual Studio 2026 on my machine. And as soon as I did, things appear to be working okay now. So I standardized in this video right here, number 57. I started doing standardization where I was able to go in and make changes so that I was going to be able to use this ArrayBoth library file on both the GUI version of our array and the console version of our array. And that's where I stand right now. So I've got this console version right here, right now. And what I am going to attempt to do then is to come in and make the changes to the console program. You can see I'm now bringing in my array library. All right. And I'm just going to stop for just a second. Sorry, I got another phone call. All right, I turned my phone off, so this should no longer be a problem. So I am created Array Demo Console 2, and I've removed everything that's in it right now. So everything that was there is now gone. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is populate the array, or the arrays. Really, it is the test scores and original arrays. And now I should be able to come in and say ArrayBoth dot, and what do we have in here? Someplace in here we've got to populate. I think it's just called populate. There it is. All right, so that's the first thing that I wanted to do. And you'll notice it appears, at least as far as I can tell, there's no errors in it, so I think it's going to work. All right, now that I've done that, what do I want to do? Well, I want to display the original array. And remember, there's two arrays in here, test scores, which I'm going to manipulate, and original, which is the original array. So I'll put in here a right line. Here is, in fact, let's just do it. Here is the original array of 25 random numbers, 0 through 100. And I could have used the, probably should have used the, let's see, how about this? We'll do this. Put a $sign in here. And we'll put in here original array of 25 random numbers between, and I think I'm gonna try this array. Oops, try that again. See if this works. I don't know if it will or not. ArrayBoth dot min and ArrayBoth.max. This is kind of cool because what I've done here is I'm using, all right, and you can see it, I'm using the constants that have been created. All right, I'm using the constants that have been created in the library file. Okay. So ArrayBoth dot. I'm going to see what else is in here. Sum search, original populate. I'm hoping I've got something in here that's going to actually show these. So let's go back and let's look at our array library again. All right. So we call populate. We do all this. And that's putting everything in there. We've got get ascending, get descending, smallest, largest, sum. We've got everything in there. But we also have to show it. All right. Which we don't have anything in here right now that's showing it. So let's see. I'm going to add one, and I'm going to add it right under populate. And we're going to call this show the let's show the test scores array. All right, so we'll put it here public static void show array. All right, now if we want to do this, what I want to do is I do want to create, a copy. We've got test scores in here. And we're calling this after we've done this one. Okay, so we populated it. And now I'm going to come in here and say for int LCV equals 0, LCV less than size, etc. And I'm going to put in here I think I'm going to call this two different ways. I'm going to put a value in here. All right, I'm going to put in here int value. And I'm going to say here if value equal 1. All right, what that means is console application. All right, so if it's a 1, I'm going to want to basically show this here. All right, so I'm going to do a write line. In fact, let's do a write. And we'll say, I've got console.writeLine here. This is my array library. I should be able to come in here and put in a using static system.console. So let's see, we've got populate. Now we're going to put this in, and we're going to put here write. Still trying to think of the best way to do this. You can probably tell I'm doing this literally off the top of my head here. So let's see. Let's do this. I'm doing a little overkill here probably for what I have to do. I think I can do that both ways here. So I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to put in a blank space after it. All right. And then when I get all done, I'm just going to do a right line with nothing in it. So I go to a new line. We should be able to put a \n in there. I guess that would work. All right. So now I've got this show array. So let's see. Let's do a file, save all. Let's rebuild the project. So rebuild the solution. Hopefully I'm not going to get any errors in here. Of course I did. Son of a gun. This stupid validation lib stuff. This is all old stuff. Okay, unfortunately. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you watch me do this. All right. First of all, we got this identifier expected. ArrayBoth.populate. Let's comment that out. So let's get rid of the errors that we have. And okay, that fixed those. Now we've got one thing here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab everything that's in my ArrayBoth file. All right, I'm going to grab everything that's in there, and I'm going to throw it into here. So there it is. It's everything, including what I just added here, this show array. Okay, so everything is in there. All right, now I'm going to go in. It's a little dangerous what I'm doing, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to go into my ArrayBoth. All right, now I'm going to get everything that I've got in here that's referencing it. I'm going to remove. All right. All right, so that stuff is gone. Okay, now I'm going to remove the array library. Remove it from here. Yes, I want it removed. Okay, so it's removed from there. The thing is, it still exists in here. So I'm going to remove it from here also. Delete. Of course, it says that it's still being used. Okay. Yeah. And that's because it's open here. So now let me try it again. Okay, so it is now gone. I'm going to try to recreate it right now in front of you. So I'm going to right mouse click. The problem is these programs that I'm working with right now, they were created with Visual Studio 2022. And there could be some problems using this with Visual Studio 2026. I don't know, because this is the first time I'm using Visual Studio 2026. All right, there's class library. That looks like the one that I want. Let's see. Class library.NET framework. I think that'd be the one there. Now it says framework 4.7.2. I don't know if that's going to be correct or not, but we're going to find out. So, array library, create. There it is. I don't need any of this. Okay. I don't need any of this. I am going to put in my using static system.console. All right, now I'm going to go back to where I just copied this in. Right here, I'm going to grab every bit of it that is in this. All right, so I'm grabbing everything in my ArrayBoth class. I'm going to paste that in. It should work. We'll see. So file, save all. Let's build build solution. Says that the build was completed. All right, now I've got to go back and add it again to my program. So add reference. I want shared projects. I want array library. Click OK. And again, now I should be able to come back in here and now uncomment this and not get any error. I didn't. That's good. So now I can undo this one. Okay, there's ArrayBoth.populate. Now I want ArrayBoth. Whatever we just called this new one that we created, which was showArray. .showArray. And we're going to put a 1 in there. It was looking for a value, meaning that this is a console program. All right. So now hopefully those work. All right. I'm just going to put the whole flaming thing in here and then run it. All right. So display test scores array in. All right, I'm going to have to finish this at another time. Sorry.